Good evening, classmate and Prof. Cantada. I'm here to report the study I conducted entitled A Quasi-Study about the Effect of Student-Centered Activity and Teaching Indicators in Teaching Asian Geography. I have been a social studies teacher in high school for many years, both in public and private school. I have taught in all levels. Based from my observation, I witnessed that most of the students find geography lesson difficult to understand, whether in Philippine, Asian, and world history classes, because they have little knowledge and understanding about the topic. This can also be attributed to the teaching styles and attitude of the teachers. This is the very reason why in the past years there are many studies and researches conducted about the effectivity of the strategies used in teaching geography. According to Alcaltari, one of the most important goals of teachers' education is to prepare effective teachers who are able to facilitate learning for all students. Indeed, this was issue incorporated in the program of study in every educational department in the world. This goal will be achieved through sufficient knowledge of different subject matters, various coursework, field experience, and practice in the classroom. Fall described that the effective teacher has mastered the prerequisite skills and strategies for facilitating student active involvement in the learning process, while Frank Ford stated that an effective social studies teacher possesses the following characteristics: A. Provide learning classroom to the student. B. Evaluate classroom and assessment and reflection. Uses instructional rigor engagement. D. Inculcate instructional relevance. And E. Mastery of the content. Research is one of the effective strategies in teaching geography, as explained by Kathleen, because through this, the interest of the student in studying geography will be awakened, and student will become more involved in the lesson, while Weimer explained that the best teachers are not always, not even usually, those teachers with the most sophisticated content knowledge. The best teacher do their material, but they also know a lot about the process. The trend of educational worldwide was use of student-centered activities, because this approach helps students to develop a can-do attitude. It is effective, motivating, and enjoyable for the side of the learners. A student-centered classroom isn't a place where the students decide what they want to learn and what they want to do. It's a place where we consider the needs of the students as a group and as an individual, and encourage them to participate in the learning process all the times. The teacher's role is more than of a facilitator rather than instructor. The students are active participants in the learning process. In this paper, the following theories are used. Constructivist. This is an approach widely used because the essence of constructivist theory is the idea that learner must individually discover and transform complex information if they are to make their own. Because of the emphasis of the student as an active learners, constructivist strategies are often called student-centered instruction. In a student-centered classroom, the teacher becomes the guide on the side instead of the sage on the stage, helping students to discover their own meaning instead of lecturing and controlling all classroom activities. According to Felder, this method includes the active learning, in which students solve problems, answers questions, formulate questions of their own, discuss, explain, debate, or brainstorm during class. Cooperative learning, in which students work in a team on a problem project under conditions that assure both positive interdependence and individual accountability. Based from the study conducted by B.A. Baxili, B. Sittenby, this approach has positive effects on learners. The problem solving and the cognitive skill of the student from experimental group increased compared to the control group. Multiple intelligence. In 1983, Garner wrote in his seminal book, Theory about Multiple Intelligence, in which he argued that the traditional education model favored verbal and mathematical intelligence, yes, but that every person possesses several types of intelligence, some stronger than others, and that teachers should explain or expand their teaching techniques and content to draw upon this multiple intelligence. Method. The participants in this study are my second year student from section 2, 5, 8, 13, 17, and 18. It consists of both female and male students. Majority of them are Catholic. Most of them live near the school. In this study, I divided the class into two groups, control and experimental group. I used the draw lots in dividing the two groups. Section 5, 8, and 18 compose the control group, while the remaining group belong to the experimental group. The topic discussed in the two groups was the same. The only difference was the teaching strategies used in the discussion. The control group used the traditional teaching style, and the experimental group engaged the use of student-centered activities. I'm the one who taught the class during demonstration teaching because I believe that through this I will know my student and I can build rapport with them. At the same time, bias with the student will be avoided because I don't have any idea about my student at that time, because it's just start of the school year. The demonstration was conducted in the third month of July because the lesson is timely. My year-level teachers helped me with my demonstration teaching. After the demonstration, I asked the class to write the top 5 characteristics of effective geography teacher according to their point of view and rank it accordingly. My co-teachers in the year 11 helped me in ranking the result. Materials. The materials utilized in this study comprise of unit plan and lesson plan. Procedure. The first thing I did in preparing this study was to gather all the necessary data, materials, document, and information that I needed in the lesson preparation. I also asked the help of my advisor and co-teacher in preparing the teaching lab so that they can give comment advices about the whole plan. In preparation and writing the lesson plan, I collaboratively worked with my master teacher. Upon finishing the teaching lab, I set the date for the demonstration lesson. The demonstration lesson happened in the third week of July. In K-12 curriculum, social studies teacher is taught 1 hour thrice a week. The topic was Epekto ng Heograpiya sa Pamumuhay ng Asyano. I tackled the lesson in 3 days. In the first day, I began the lesson with pre-test and so that I can assess the knowledge of my student about the topic. The test consists of 25-item multiple choice tests, and as expected, they got lower score because the topic is new to them, and at the same time, we are just building rapport with each other. After the pre-test, I proceed in the daily routine of the class: news reporting, review, motivation, and outlining. The highlight of the activity in day 1 was the watching of various ecotourism videos of some Asian countries. Guidelines and questions were given to the students, so after the video presentation, students answered the question given to them and they were encouraged to participate actively in the open forum. On the second day, lesson started with a daily routine. The highlight of the activity in this day is the simple class symposium. The speaker was my former student. After the lecture, they were allowed to ask questions about the topic. Picture analysis and groupings were also included in the day. Third day is the last day. In this day, culminating activity of the group was ready to test if they really know and learn in the discussion. The group presentation was the highlight of this activity. They presented it with the use of multiple intelligence approach. The last part of the lesson was the post-test and evaluation of the teacher. In the test, student name was required, but in the evaluation of the teacher's name was optional. In the study, the section I handled were divided into the control and experimental group. The lesson and the time consumed during the demonstration was the same time. The difference only was the strategies I used. Making this paper was not easy because of different problems encountered during and after the study, but nevertheless, this activity taught me a lot of lessons and challenged me to improve my skills and behavior toward the teaching profession. Result. The data of this paper was analyzed and divided into two parts. First part is about the result of tests for the control and experimental group, and the second part was about the characteristic of effective social study teacher. It shows that majority of the students in both experimental and control group have a low score in the pre-test. The result is normal because the lesson is new to them. While the result shows that both group improve in the post-test, it's very evident that the experimental group obtained the high score and the total average. Characteristic of effective geography teacher. Based from the ranking, it shows that the second-year high school student of Mariano Marcos can rank and identify the characteristic of effective geography teacher. The best characteristic according to them were first, mastery of the subject matter, second, approachable, third, good sense of humor, fourth, respectful, and last, encourage interaction. Conclusion. Based on the result of the test, it shows that all of the students acquired high score in the post-test, most especially the experimental group compared to the control group. Most of the students also in the experimental group got the highest average score compared to the other group. It is also very evident that they learned in the lesson because there were no failing score in the experimental group, while in the control group, 10 students got the lower score. Using this kind of activities in class motivated students to come in school regularly. As a whole, we can conclude that using student-centered activities help the second-year student to improve their learning skill and score in the test. The result also tell us that the average score obtained by the student in the experimental group is higher rather than the control group. The study encourages the teacher to use various student-centered activities so that they will participate actively in the class discussion and improve their scores in the test. The outcome of the study tells us that aside from the student-centered activity, the characteristic of geography teacher can affect the study of the student. As a teacher, we need to continuously improve our craft because they want to listen to teachers that has the mastery of the subject. It is also stated that the effective geography teacher are those that are approachable and has a good sense of humor. This survey opened my mind that students have high regards to the teacher and they value teacher that can encourage them to study through their good